What? Hey. What
It's not frozen.
Oh.
I was like, stop moving.
You always do that, right? When I'm trying to...
I know.
Yeah.
I had to grab your butt.
Uh-huh.
Hi.
Hello again.
Yeah, see that? We're classy, no wardrobe change.
We talked about it for like 5 minutes.
We did.
That's how sad we are.
And then we were like, they're way over there.
Yeah,
I don't feel like wearing that clothes. It doesn't look good without face, so.
Yeah, and that requires getting up and...
Too
yeah.
much work.
So, this video topic.
Mm-hmm. Oh, animal omens.
What is that? Please, plastic bag rubbing on my leg.
Sorry.
Animal omens.
What do we mean by animal omens?
What is an animal? What is an omen? Find out.
Put it together.
And this
Compound omens.
Well,
So, are you going to answer or am I?
I don't omens. Okay, so animals, I'm sure you all know what those are.
Yeah.
For the omen part, that's just like signs that you receive, something that's possibly prophetic to you. Whether it's good or whether it's bad. It's sort of like spilling salt. It's considered an omen. Black cat crossing your path.
You're lucky.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't get it. Well, I mean, I understand how it became to be like a bad thing, but it's a good thing. Do not run over that cat. If you do, I hope someone like runs over your foot or something. But I'm not liable. I'm not liable for that. Sorry. But oh, I just got sad. Anyways.
So what are we talking about when we're talking about animal omens? It's signs that we receive mostly from nature. From the animals outside. From the birds to the bees. The flowers and the trees. No,
The
not
birds
the
and
flowers
the
and
bees.
trees. Yeah, mostly birds, bees.
And the bees.
Yeah.
This is bad.
Yeah, stuff like that. He has his own and types of stuff that he's associated with omens, like, oh, I see this specific animal, it means this is up, or something out of the out of the normal.
Yeah. So if there's like a stray dog in your neighborhood always there and it walks by you on your way to your car or leaving your house, I don't think that's an omen.
Yeah, it's more like an animal's action stands out, or it's got a lot of traditional cultural
ties
history.
with you.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're walking to your car and a swarm of pigeons is flying at you, I'd consider that an omen.
It's happened to me. This is years ago when I lived in Las Vegas. Somebody had worked some stuff on me, and I was walking out of my apartment one day, minding my business, and all of a sudden I feel something whack me in the back of the head. And I'm looking around, I was like, what the hell? There's nobody around. And so I was like, that was weird. And so I go walking, and then something goes flying by me again and whacks me again on my, on the back. And then something, sharp hit the back of my head, and I was like, what? I'm freaking out. And next thing I know, there's this like, 4 or 5 pigeons coming down after me, and so I ended up booking it. And I was doing this for a couple of days, and I would see other neighbors walk through there, no problems whatsoever. Males, females, kids, and everything like that. It's just whenever I walk through there that I want to get attacked by these animals. So, one of the temples I was part of at the time, I went to go see them and ask them, for some advice. And what they suggested was maybe I was hexed. I was like, what do you mean? So they're like, somebody probably put a curse on you or jinxed you or something like that, or they're messing around with you just trying to cause you problems. And animals can sense that, so hence them attacking you.
I would be that petty person. I don't want you to really like die right now because I'm not that angry. I just want you to get hit in the back of the head by a few birds.
Yeah, something weird and out of the ordinary. You're like, oh, okay. That bird got to go out of way to smack you with it when I was way to smack me.
A few times.
Mm-hmm.
My mom got chased by a crow once when I was little.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. What type of other omens? Like, what do you have for omens?
Oh, I can't remember if I talked about this, but I thought about it with the last video about the hummingbird. Because I did a love spell once, and I usually don't do those. But that one that I did, I was driving a truck, and a hummingbird literally just dropped dead out of the sky.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, shit, okay. So, yeah.
The hummingbird was like, no love for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was an interesting one, because, like, the spell still worked, but they were like a zombie. That was when I did the Amare, like, that night. That one was a long spell to do, too. Honestly, I don't think that having to fight that much for it is worth it, but whatever.
Oh yeah, and that type of work I won't do for clients because
It's too strenuous, and
it's
then
too
no
much.
one gets it either.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, and
Yeah.
you gotta pay a lot of money for that much work.
Yeah, because that's literally 9 days in a row at the exact same time. We got to clear schedules completely for that.
Mm-hmm.
That's hard to do.
Yeah.
Other omens. Whenever I was doing work with Santissima back maybe a year or two into my practice with her, it was maybe like 2013, 2014. It was right after I was out of high school. I had just finished doing like a night of client work when I was seeing clients in Albuquerque. And there was 3 owls sitting outside of my apartment window. And they were all hooting back and forth throughout the night after I finished my work. So I took that as a very good thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that can be a positive omen.
Unless you.
Yeah. In my tribe, we have certain animal omens. Like, they say, like, if a snake crosses your path, you shouldn't go that direction, or you gotta drag your feet to cross that to break the line of the path of the snake because of it. So, walking across it can have weird health effects. Like, snakes are supposed to be very powerful, extremely powerful beings and everything. Another animal omen in this case we're talking about is owls. Owls in my tribe have a long history of death, a long history of misfortune or danger. So it's not the owl's fault that it's bad or anything like that. It's just what we've associated with it, and it's a warning. It's not like, oh my God, someone's gonna die in 3 days.
It's not like the owl's making it happen.
Yeah, no.
The
so
owl's like the mailman. It's like, don't shoot the carrier.
Yeah, it's like, okay, human person, I'm here to give you a warning, and just to tell you, watch out for a bit.
Yeah, get ready.
Mm-hmm. Something crazy is gonna happen. Is it like this for everybody? No, it's not. Some people are like, well, for me, owls represent wisdom and understanding, and
that's cool.
Owls represent Hecate, and all this other stuff like that.
I could see it, just I don't really see it. I can see it, but I don't see it.
Yeah. See, and with my multi-paradigmal background, for me, an owl is just it's a warning. It's the goddess or spirit saying, you know what, heads up, fool. You got some stuff coming your way, so just be extra safe. And every time I've seen owls or heard them crawling, hooting into the night, I'm usually extra cautious. And you might be like, well, maybe you're manifesting it by thinking about it so much. The type of omens that it gets, not really, because the last time it happened, some guys tried to rob me when I was walking home from the store. I'm not sure how I made that happen. It was the middle of the afternoon, and I was just walking. So then they tried to follow me back to my apartment, but luckily I got enough street smarts to know, when there's 2 suspicious guys coming, walking behind you and you ain't at a bar, danger, stranger danger.
You in danger, girl.
Mm-hmm. Another animal omen for you would be?
I'm trying to think of something that was a little bit more obvious.
It's burning on the side of the plate.
Oh,
That's what it's doing.
I was like, girl, what's going on? Sorry, candle's going crazy. I found out that this is a horror story. Back in Albuquerque, I ended up canceling going to, I'm going to call it an appointment.
Ooh la la.
We're going to call it an online appointment scheduling cancellation. Because on my way to the car, when I was... What?
Nothing.
Speak clearly. I'll own it. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie to kick it. So when I was about to go be a hoe, I stopped and I canceled. Because...
She's like, I'm glad you canceled.
I love you, Mom. Forget I said that part. We're gonna say this was an appointment again. Anyways, there was a dead lizard.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, hell no. Sorry, can't meet, bye.
Yeah.
Because I took it to mean either 1, I'm going to get kidnapped and die, or 2, STDs. So I was like, thank you, goddess.
Yeah, another animal omen in my tribe, that I've come to to have meaning is a coyote crossing your path. Now, this is where it gets technical, because if it goes like east to west or west to east, then it's, spirits reminding you about something. Something maybe positive, but, it's just reminding you to do something or something's up. From north to south or south to north, bad omen. Get some help. But it's not like that for everybody. Different tribes have different omens, and these omens are not universal for everybody.
Because like with me, with like my Santísima stuff, the coyote wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing. Yes, it would mean take an extra look with caution, but it's not like you're gonna die. It's more like a heads up, like someone tripped a booby trap way ahead. Girl, you have time to prepare, get ready. Or it could mean that your spells are working depending on what you're doing.
So yeah, the omens are different for everybody. I have friends who are into shamanism, and their spirit animals are coyotes, the trickster aspect of everything. So I'm just like, for them, it's not a bad omen. For me, it's not necessarily a bad omen. It's a warning. A few years ago, we had an incident while I was driving Sedona, and a coyote crossed my path. And I was upset. I saw it and I freaked out. I was like, oh my God! I had the window rolled down as I'm driving because I was early spring. And I was like, you beep! Long string of curses. And the coyote just kind of looked back at me.
Like, you asshole.
Yeah, he just looked back at me like I hurt his feelings. And he was like, you ass fuck.
Last time I warned you.
Yeah, and I was just like, I saw the hurt look on his face. I was like, oh my God, I'm sorry. I just panicked. Stuff like that. So it's not their fault. It was just a warning, and it actually did come to fruition because I was gone for a while last, then. Thank you.
Whenever I was in high school, a weird omen that I had too was there was excuse my language, there was a huge swarm of some fucking moths everywhere, and that was a time when I was having to do a lot of reversing work for some family that was getting attacked magically, and the moths were literally swarming the protection candle. And they went and let themselves get set on fire inside of the candle.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. And this was inside, and they got into the house, like a bunch of them, and they just kept diving into the candle. And it caused a bunch of smoke, and they all were burning and stuck.
Yeah. Yeah, stinky moths, yeah. Another animal omen that I've experienced is this started at my mom's house, and in the morning when we wake up, she has kind of live out, kind of away from a crowd of people, so where my mom lives at. But we have neighbors and stuff like that. So one particular morning, we would hear a crow outside on one of the posts, and when we hear it in the morning, we've come to associate that with be cautious that day, something weird's going to happen. And every time I wake up and hear it, I'll be like, ooh, something's going to go down. And then my uncle or my mom, something would happen, like vehicle problems or stuff like that. And one time it actually worked in my favor where I was up there visiting. I heard a crow calling, and I got up and I went outside and I was looking at it, and I just got a strong sense, check your oil, before you go. So I asked, my uncle, if he could, check everything out of my car. So he did, and he said that the oil was extremely low, and I probably would have made it back to Phoenix if I tried taking off that day. So I was like, "Oh, thank you."
You're like, "Thank you, Crow."
So yeah, stuff like that's happened. It's like when you're, other animal omens that are really common, like you're looking for a common one. If your pets don't like people, sometimes it can be like a bad person.
Yeah, because Mojo, it's not that she doesn't like people, it's that she doesn't allow her presence to be tarnished by certain people.
Yeah, well, we have noticed that she will go hang out with clients that have problems. Like
emotional problems.
Emotional problems, need healing, or been through a lot of pain. And that was kind of demonstrated today because I was doing sessions all morning. And so she came out, and one of the clients that was there, saw two people this morning in person. And so she comes over, and she stayed right by one of them that had just gone through a really rough breakup and was having a hard time moving forward with stuff. So she just sort of, Mojo just hung out with her until it was time for her reading, and then Mojo came back here into the temple.
Otherwise, she's like, I'm not sitting with you, bye.
Yeah. For the most part, too, if she hears somebody knocking on the door, she'll bolt back into the bedroom or here in the temple and hide until it's quiet again.
She's about as social as you are.
Seriously. Is that company I hear? I'll be in the back. Bye.
Literally.
Oh, we are out of time.
Oh wow, that was quick.
Well, I think we still have 5 more minutes technically because we didn't stop the timer.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure what else to add on to that.
No, what happens when you get a bad animal omen?
Do some crossing work.
Yeah, do some uncrossing work, do some protection work. Whenever I get anything like that, first thing I do is I call my mom. I'm like, girl, you okay?
I call you.
Yeah.
Because usually, like, my mom, she's chill. But usually with us, because of the line of work, it can get crazy. So I'm like, baby, you okay?
Yeah.
Why? Nothing. Okay. Might want to do another ward or something.
Yeah, you might want to set up some protection and don't leave the house tonight.
Yeah, bye. No, but depending on what you have around you, you can use like energy balls.
Mm-hmm.
You could throw salt around if you're feeling really like modern.
Do some cleansing work for yourself. It's not like, oh my god, the dog's barking or growling in thin air and stuff like that. It could be a dust bunny. There are sometimes animals get neurological problems where they see spots and they don't understand it, so they bark towards them and stuff like that. I was a vet assistant, so.
I think one of my favorite things with dogs, because we don't have one right now, but after we do a ritual where we invoke a kate, and then we go around to the window and listen, and we just hear all the dogs around the apartment complex barking.
Yeah. One night he was at work and I was in the living room watching TV and I was binge watching Supergirl or something. And all of a sudden I hear all these dogs howling like crazy. So to chill up my spine, and we did some Hecate work the night before. I was just like, oh crap, it's like, Hecate girl, that you? So naturally I get up and I go room to room and check things out. I've seen some crazy things. So, yeah, he knows what I'm talking about. Crazy. So, but yeah, there was nothing really out of the ordinary. It was just, Hecate stuff. The work was still going on her altar, so she was just like kind of giving a heads up, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm. She was like, "Girl, look out."
But yeah, some of these omens are good. None of the stuff like whenever we received, animal omens, or if these things show up specifically, then it's forewarning us to be prepared. How do you know if you're getting an omen? Is the animal acting strange or unusual? Is something showing up? Like before we started having some issues a while back with some stuff that we worked on, I kept getting pigeons flying into our house. I kid you not. I was sitting there one day and I can't remember what it was that resulted in it.
I don't remember either.
Yeah, but yeah, I was
not that important.
Yeah, I was in the living room and I was cleaning and vacuuming and everything like that, getting ready for some sessions, and I had the sliding door open and a pigeon flies right into the house. And I was just like, okay, that's weird. And so there I am chasing this pigeon around trying to get him back out without hurting him, got him back out. And he just hung out there on the patio. But then again, about a month or two later, they ended up building a nest on a patio and they're still there. That was like last summer.
That was over a year ago because I saw the Facebook memory of when they first built it.
Yeah.
Like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, so.
Apparently, also if a lot of birds like hanging out around you, they don't like negativity, so that's also a good thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can go outside and get within about a foot or two of the chicks and nothing happens. But when other people do it, the pigeons start flocking and it looks like.
I have to stay at least 4 feet back.
Yeah,
I think they know I'm petty.
Yeah, but I can get closer to them. I go out there and I'll talk to them when I'm watering the plants because there are plants on the patio too.
I think it's because they pooped on my plant and I got mad and I looked straight at him and I pointed, "Stop shitting on my plant!" Yeah. And now I can't get more than 4 feet.
Yeah. And they were on a cat tower, and I had to move the cat tower because of the apartment complex officer complaining about it. But I was able to go over there with some gloves, picked up the nest, put it down in another thing, no problems whatsoever.
They still got the nest, and they're still there.
Uh-huh. So we chill with them, and I tell them, you guys stay on that side of the patio. They do, except recently.
Yeah.
I think there's like another set that's wanting to give birth, and they're kind of like renting it out back and forth because there's been a lot of pigeons right there recently.
I know.
So, we gotta time it just right. And these babies should be good to go probably in the next couple of weeks, I'm hoping.
It's like we opened a nursery for pigeons.
Seriously. I don't mind them being there, but it's all the poop. It sucks. It sucks.
Yeah.
So. But, those are some good animal omens that you can get. Now, if you have a badger crawling around underneath your house, I wouldn't suggest that I wouldn't say it's a good thing, but it's not a bad thing either. I mean, it can be a bad thing, just don't try to touch it.
Yeah.
Remember, these are wild animals. So be careful. If you wake up with deer staring at you,
Maybe you should lock your door.
yeah, lock your door.
Close it.
Yeah, no, but if you go outside and you see some weird animal that's not normally there, it could be considered an omen. Double check things through methods of divination that you trust just to see what's going on.
How awkward would it be to wake up with like a bear staring at you through a window? I'd be like,
Like a gay bear?
no, like a wild bear.
Uh,
Bunkhouse.
it's happened. I'm pretty sure it's happened before. Imagine Bigfoot staring
Oh,
at you.
fuck that.
So.
I've had an experience like that. Security had to help me out. Stay safe at a bar.
Yeah.
I was like, help me, please.
Yeah. But yeah, those are just some interesting omens. Other omens can be animals acting strange or weird or whenever they're around.
If you see a snake, don't try to grab it.
Yeah.
If you see a coyote, don't try to pet it. Oh my god, one time when I was living with my girlfriend in Albuquerque, I was walking upstairs to the apartment and there was a fucking coyote, like 4 feet away from me, staring at me by a car. And it was all white. And I was just like, getting home from work when I think it was when I started working at Walmart, and it was like 4 o'clock in the morning. Because I lived on the other end of town, and I was like, oh shit, that's the coyote. And I'm like going up the stairs backwards, and it's just looking at me like this. Like not lunging or anything, just like,
Yeah. Like, don't judge me.
yeah, I'm like,
So. But we are actually out of time now.
Yep.
Officially. So, we'll talk to you guys next time. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, thumbs up. Feel free to share. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them down below or send us an email at totembroom@gmail.com. And anything else?
if you don't like it, bye.
Yeah, that too. So, see you guys next time.